right.
This podcast,
We're
the
live.
metronome.
Yeah.
All right.
This is episode 14.
How much do you think if we actually recorded this podcast to a metronome, do you think that we'd like, I feel like at first we'd all try to talk in the rhythm of the metronome. And then do you think eventually that it would just like fizzle out? Or do you think we should try that?
You try it.
I think I'd just get really mad and say, well, can you please turn it off?
What do you think? What do you think the clicks would be like? Like 85? You think it would be like? What do you think the?
I bet.
Well, it's naturally 120, right?
Yeah. But what do you think the pace of our conversation would be?
I think it depends, right? Like on
Yeah.
the people.
I feel like you guys are already like talking in time.
Maybe.
I feel like you're already talking in time.
Damn.
What episode number is this one?
I think it's 14.
Is it?
Yeah. I
This is
think
the
so.
conversation every time. I'm like, no, it's not. And you're like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think it is. We got two beautiful people on today.
Two beautiful guests.
Hey,
Do y'all want to introduce yourselves?
no.
All right.
I'll do it.
So politics.
Yeah, hi, my name is Caesar. Sometimes I go by Alex Andre.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Go.
Vocal fry. No,
little vocal fry there.
no,
so
I'm just
sorry.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay,
Little
wait.
vocal crack, really. Yeah.
Everything is vocal fry. Val, go ahead.
Okay. So my name's Valentina, and I guess I go by Yungatita.
Yeah, go with
Yes,
your
you do.
artist name.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
artist name.
You're
I
goddamn
can
right.
do it.
We'll call you Young for short.
Yeah, they
No,
call me
that's-
YG, but
Yeah?
then it's
That's
like
good.
YG.
Right.
Yeah. So
Nah,
Damn.
you're way more influential. Way more. I was
I don't
saving
know.
this.
YG has some fire merch.
Yeah, is that it?
That's some-
Fuck the music. It's all about the merch.
Yeah, the merch is sick.
Is it? What is?
Can't
What
lie.
kind of? What is he? What's he got?
I don't know. I think
it's a lot of red.
Red.
Yeah.
Or am I
he's-
thinking of the wrong artist? I don't know.
He's,
David bought some green shorts, and I think they were from YG, and they're green and
Hmm.
they're cool.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
He's a great representative of the city of Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I
Most
did
definitely.
a shot with YG once.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it too much. I was working with Edwin. Edwin and I were working with this one artist moving his studio, and we had like moved a bunch of equipment from like this house that this person was moving out of, and moved it into this lockout that they were going to be in, and we're just like chilling at this session, and we're kind of just like sitting there waiting to be dismissed as a run.
From the YG thing.
All right.
It sounds
whole
like
thing?
a
From
YG
the
thing
from
to
the
do.
you went on a run.
Okay, so we're going on a run, and he's like, "Go get us some patron and some silver," and then we go out there.
Like podcast. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, so we go on this run for the third time. We're on this run, and then we go back. We're like, all right, cool. We're gonna be able to like dip out. This is fantastic. It's already super late, and like, you want to do a shot with us? And I was like, yes. And then we ended up me and Edwin did a shot with YG. It was pretty surreal.
That's pretty
Nice.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Crazy story.
See what I mean? Like you have crazy stories. You kind of forget, but it's
Yeah.
Can
Point-
you name a YG song?
no, nope.
There we go.
Nope. And if we're being real at the time, if I'm being 100% honest, I would not have known it was YG unless I was told that was YG.
I figured that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why?
are you
Because
gonna
I'm
know?
white?
Well, because you don't listen to that kind of music.
That's also true. Well, I mean, I listen to hip hop. I just don't like. I don't know.
That's a different breed.
It's different. It's more. How would you describe YG's music?
It's that trap kind of.
Oh, he has like a song called like "Fuck Donald Trump."
He
doesn't
does.
Yeah.
See, fuck you.
Okay, there we go.
He's
Real fan.
very like West Coast kind of like continues like the gangster lineage a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. He's like in the Nipsey camp, right? A little bit.
I think Nipsey was a Crip and he's a Blood, so I don't think they would get along.
So they're not even close to being in the same camp.
No, the opposite. camp,
Well, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Oh my god.
So tell us a little bit about yourselves. Yungatita, you'll start
Okay.
first.
Oh my god.
tell
Where
us
do
Tell
I-
now.
us what are your musical talents? I know we know who you are, but for our fans,
Okay.
give us an origin story.
Oh my god. I don't even know. Where does it even begin? I don't know. Oh god, I don't know.
So
When
were
did
you
you
in like
first-
were you in like high school band or like
No,
what was
okay, yeah,
going on?
okay. So I've been doing music forever. I think the first band I ever started. Well, okay. Let's turn it back a little bit longer.
Yeah, keep going.
So my dad is actually a musician,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of where I kind of took on a little bit of the interest.
Yeah.
But I've always just like liked rock and roll and stuff. So I was like, oh, I want to be a rock star. I used to be a little kid and be like, I want to be a rock star. So
Hell yeah,
bad,
dude.
You know? But and then my mom didn't really have that much. I mean, it had an influence, but like it never really went anywhere. But she was actually a tour manager for like really famous Mexican artists. So Alejandro Fernandez, Vicente Fernandez.
Whoa, what the
Juan
fuck?
Gabriel, yeah.
What?
Like
Damn, rest in
Juanga
peace.
and
Yeah, damn.
Joan Sebastian, a bunch of people.
Damn.
Like Antonio Aguilar and yeah. Anyways.
That's fucking crazy.
So yeah, she would go on tour and I would see her on TV. Like gasp in Spanish.
Okay, sorry everybody. We keep getting interrupted.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
gonna continue the story.
Okay. So yeah, so it would say in the news like it would say like, yeah, breaking news, but in Spanish. And then I would see, it was cool because like I would just see my mom like
How old are you at this time?
when I was like 6 or 7. I don't know, 7, 8.
So this is just like, yeah, mom's on TV.
Yeah, like mom's on tour. You know, we're with grandma, and she's on TV right now. And like, I'm gonna go to bed soon. You know what I mean? Like that's literally how it was. Like, okay, I have school tomorrow.
These are the facts of life.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. So that kind of like it didn't really have like a direct influence, but it kind of just made the idea of like doing music a little bit more palatable, or like it's like it could happen. You know what I mean?
And your dad, what is he doing at this time?
Well, my dad's a real estate agent. That's
okay.
like his day job, I guess.
Yeah.
But he does all sorts of stuff. He's a musician, so he is actually working on a mariachi album right now.
What?
And his songs are awesome. I could show you guys after.
Yeah, I'm down.
So I have a few of them. But he also was in the 80s. He was like in a rock band, or like kind of like I don't know, fusion. I don't know what kind of band it was, but it was like a funk band, rock band.
Yeah.
They had like a whole trumpet
Sounds
section.
groovy.
Oof.
It was pretty crazy, yeah. And they actually got, I guess they were gonna get signed by A&M Records or something.
Damn.
Like they got radio play on K-Rock, and then they even got on a lineup with like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and R.E.M.
What?
But then it got canceled because of something that happened. I guess it was something dramatic that like they had to cancel. So but shortly after that his band broke up, and so but he's been writing music ever since.
That's fucking sick.
So yeah, so he still does music and he still works on it, but obviously, he's older and he just works to survive, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but where did I leave off at? Was I talking about bands?
I think you were talking about
you were
bands.
like,
you're
wanted
talking
to
about,
be like a rock star.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so my first band I started like when I was like 16 or 17 with my homies. And that band was really fun, but then that band kind of just fell off. And then I started another band.
What was their name again?
It was Dead Era.
Dead Era.
And it was like a punk kind of band.
Yeah.
And that band was really cool though, because that's the one that like, people would recognize us. And it was so weird because again, we didn't have like any music out or anything. So I'm like, how do you guys...
Just through the shows.
How would they recognize you? Just from like the shows you played?
Just from the shows. Yeah.
Okay,
Well, we would play a lot. We would play like sometimes we would play 2 shows a night. And
I love that shit. We've done that with you
and then
once.
but we would do it like the entire weekend.
Yeah.
So it would be like 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, and then
That's
1
sick.
show Sunday. And it was crazy.
We're less than the punk scene. Were you guys getting paid for that stuff?
No, not at all. I was still in high school, I think. Or no, I was right out of high school. And then
get, like, some beer.
the guys were a little bit older than me. They were out of high school.
Yeah.
And we were just going and playing these shows.
Yeah, you guys didn't give a shit. Probably,
Yeah,
right?
no, not at all. As long as there was like
People.
Beer.
like
and-
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's like as long
yeah.
as we could get like really fucked up after,
Yeah,
like we're
sure.
cool. We like it was one of those bands though where it's like they ask us to play and like it's like a whole thing, like everyone's happy about it, but then like we'd get kicked out of like
the party?
that we
What?
played because we
'Cause
were
you were
just
from
that
rabble
wild.
roused.
Yeah.
Well-
Like they would like there was this one time where it was like like the guy who threw the show who was like, okay, so what ended up happening was we all got drunk and then we all started brawling. I know it sounds bad. But we were like
in the band, y'all are just like,
yeah,
fuck
we were
you,
just
like, let's
like we
fucking
all started
fight.
talking shit to each other and we just started brawling. So like,
But like, you're not trying to fuck each other up. You're just
I mean,
a little.
Wow.
so anyways, but the guy who threw the show like came up to us and was like, was like, hey, like you guys like gotta go because like you're basically like it was one of those like you're scaring the hose moments.
You're scaring the hose.
But like before that was even a phrase, you know.
Yeah.
So like anyway, so it was funny though because like we had been brawling and then like we just left and we went back into the van and we were just like, damn, like what do we do now? Like we had totally forgotten that we were just like having it out at the party. We were just like, damn,
where are we gonna go?
No.
Yeah.
But this story gets crazy. I don't know if you guys want me to go
No,
into
please.
this. Okay, all right.
Please.
This story is wild because so after that, so it was somewhere in South LA. I don't remember. Maybe it was in Compton. I have no idea where it was at, but it was like on the South Side for sure. And so after we're just sitting in the van and we're just like, damn, we have no alcohol. We got no like party favors. We got nothing, you
No
know?
hose.
And and like we don't want to go home. It's like still pretty early. I don't know what time it was, but it was like
3
it's
in
still,
the morning. You're
I
like,
know,
"It's
right?
still pretty early."
No,
Like-
it wasn't that. It was I think it was still before 12 or something.
Yeah,
So
that's early. There's still
so-
a party to be found.
yeah, exactly. So we were just like, well, fuck it. Why don't we just go walk around? So we all got off, right?
Can't go well.
We all got off and we started walking down the block. And so we passed the party that we played at. And then we heard that there was music coming from another house.
Let's go.
So we were just like, well, damn, that sounds like it's popping. Let's just roll up. So we
It's Cesar's house in Chatsworth. Like,
yeah, right?
Damn.
so we roll up, right?
Dad's
And
DJing and
it's
shit.
Damn.
So we roll up, right? And we all go up to the gate because it's like a gate, right? And then, so it turns out that it's like a family party. So like it's like a Mexican family party,
yeah,
right?
you're like,
So-
not anymore.
so we go
all
up to
family.
the gate and like my guitarist at the time, like the guy I guess who owns the house or whatever, like he comes up like, oh, like what do you guys want? And
Yeah.
like my guitarist is just like, hey, like Tia Victoria or Tia Jessica, or I don't know what he said. He's like told us to come over, like blah blah blah. And he's like, all right, come on in.
Oh
he
my
fucking
God, he
lets us
nailed
in,
it,
bro. He fucking lets us in.
I
So
was like, can I get a plate?
yeah, we didn't even get to where the food was because as we walk in, you know, like we're kind of like, oh, I can't believe he let us in, you know. And then he comes and he talks to us and he's like, look, guys, like he's an older guy. He's like,
Yeah.
look, guys, like I know there's no Tia Victoria. He's like, but you guys seem cool, like,
Oh
like
my
so
God.
I'm gonna let you guys party here. He's like, the only thing I ask you not to do, like my house is your house, you know, whatever. He's like, but the only thing I ask you not to do is take that 36 pack of beer that you see over there. And like we all looked at it and I swear it was one of those like, oh moments. So I was like, I kind of already figured. I was like,
That
these-
beer's gone.
That beer, like I already know we're gonna. I already know, but I was
It's
like,
not
you know
gonna
what?
happen.
A 36 pack between a band is like not even half of what you need.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's done.
Yeah.
It's gone.
So, but he said like, don't take it. Like he's like,
Just
don't
don't take
steal
the
it.
whole thing?
Yeah, because he had beer somewhere else.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
like, he was just saying like, whatever you do, just don't take my precious beer that for some reason
Yeah.
is not opened at the party, right?
What is it like a
It's
special
like the
type of
Garden
beer?
of Eden.
I don't
like the-
remember. I don't remember if it was. It was just regular. I don't remember what it was.
Just like some fucking Estrella or some like
It must
like
have been, but it was the
fucking-
30. For sure, it was cans and it was the 36 pack. I just don't remember what type of beer
Yeah.
it was, but I remember it was just like in the corner. So, anyways, like everyone's just hanging out. Then we go get drinks, and then like this story is so stupid, dude. Like I can't even believe this shit happened. So
This is amazing.
like, so
This is fucking I love it already.
bro, it gets crazier. So so we're walking. So they're singing karaoke. They have like a little karaoke machine out with a TV. And so this girl is like singing and she's like, oh, like one other girl's like, oh, you should sing with her. She was singing Madonna, I think. Oh, no. Was it Madonna? It was either Madonna or it was No Doubt. Okay, so
okay.
whatever it was my shit. So like
Yeah.
we start singing like, we're both belting it out. Like we're having a great time. And she's like, you know, vibing with me. I'm vibing with her. And then like the song ends and everyone's like, everybody, like the whole family, like that I haven't met is like, yeah, Valentina, yeah. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, how do they know my name? And then she's like, she turns to me, the girl, and she's like, wait, your name's Valentina? And I was like, yeah. She's like, my name's Valentina. And I was
my
like,
God.
wait, what is, straight up, what is going on tonight? Like, I just don't understand. So that was the whole thing. Like, everybody was like going wild. So then anyways, so at this point, I'm pretty fucked up. So I leave the premises, I leave the house, and I'm like talking to a tree. And all of a sudden, I hear like, tap, tap. And I'm like, dude, I'm like too fucked up for this, right?
Like,
I already knew.
Slapping or like what?
Like just like
Running?
tap,
Oh, like
tap.
running? Oh,
And then I
no.
turn around and I see one guy. I see my drummer like Val, we gotta go now. And I'm like, what?
no.
And then I see like the other, because there's my bass player, he's just like, run. And I was just like, what? And then I see my guitar player with the 36
fucking
pack.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, fuck. So then so we all start running. We're just like bolting down the street, like running through the middle of the street, back to the van. And then like,
Bandits.
So it's so funny though, because like, so my bass player had his cousin over.
Yeah.
Who like, I remember clearly that night, like
With you guys just at the party. And, like, the show
he
and
had
stuff?
visited from like Arizona or some shit. So like,
I feel like a cousin from Arizona is never a good story. Like, it's always some fuck shit.
Okay, but it wasn't him. It was us. Like, he was actually the most tame. Like, after we finished playing that night, he was like, wow, you guys are so sick. You guys, this shit was so funny. He's like, you guys sound like a mix between like Crystal Castles. And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, and Dance Gavin Dance?
Damn.
I was like, bro, nah. Like, that's straight up not how we sound, but whatever. Okay, anyways.
What if I
so,
told you I could see it just from like the one thing you've shown me, like a little bit?
wait, I don't know if I've shown you the band, though. That band.
Yeah, you have.
I have? Oh,
You showed
God,
me
no.
like it was like a black and white video.
Oh,
on YouTube.
yeah.
It's probably, like, the
you really think we
only-
sound like that?
No. Okay, I take it back. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm
Okay,
lying.
wait, I also don't want to talk shit on Dance Gavin Dance, okay?
Well,
or
they're-
Crystal Castles.
man.
I love Crystal Castles.
Dance Gavin Dance are really going through it right now.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
someone
what
just
is
pass
that?
away?
Oh
One
my
of them passed
God.
away, and then they had to kick their singer out.
Why was the singer probably like a
He
pedophile
was
or something?
he was something like that.
It's usually
Ah.
something like that
Something in that vein,
that
yeah.
scene. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
bringing that up was a downer. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, guys.
no, that was actually, that was my
So-
fault. I shouldn't have brought it up.
So the whole band is running
So we're
full
all
speed
running
with his
full
36
speed,
pack.
and then
Oh, he drops it, doesn't he?
no.
These are
no.
professionals, right?
like, I know, I would
We're professionals. Okay, so it was funny though because we took two cars. So we took the van and we took like another car.
Yeah.
And so the cousin of my bass player, he like. I don't know, like it's funnier in my mind, like how I remember it, but like this fool, like he just like he jumps really high and then like rolls over the hood of his car, like like freaking like I don't
Tom
know,
Cruise
like,
is a
yeah,
fucking
like
action
Tom Cruise, like lands on the floor, like
You're good.
and dude, it was like the funniest thing ever. And so then we all dip and we go to I think I take off in the car. And we all go to Denny's because like Denny's by my house.
Classic rendezvous.
Yeah, it's like that's like the classic, And then this particular Denny's, we would go after every single show. So we were there every night at like 4 a.m.
Twice
So they
a night.
knew where to find you.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, exactly. We all knew where we were gonna go. So, anyways,
Meet at the spot.
yeah, exactly.
Sir,
And
this
then
is a
it's
Denny's.
funny too because the lady that worked there at the time, she like knew all of our orders. So she saw us walk in and she
I love
already
that.
told them like start it, so like get
Yeah.
it together, you know.
Get them out of here.
Yeah.
Get 'em outta
So.
here. They're not gonna tip.
Yeah, no, we always tipped her.
Okay,
We
good,
always
good.
tipped her. She loved us. She honestly loved us. We were really funny, like with her, or like not with her, but like she liked us. Anyways,
good.
so she sees us come in, right, and like so she tells the cooks already like to get our food ready. She already knew all of our orders, and so we're waiting in there with them, and we're thinking, okay, like these fools, they're not gonna bring the beer inside. Like
Oh,
that's
no.
too. We're taking it too far, guys. Come on. Bruh, tell me why they come in
Oh
with
my
we kill the
God.
entire 36 pack
In the Denny's?
and we offer the girl some. She's like, I'm sorry, my manager's in. Otherwise I'd take it. Like,
Why did didn't give a fuck?
They didn't give a fuck. They just were cool with it. So we were
Nice.
just drinking.
Well, because
We're-
you're probably just like fucking around with each other and shit.
we were
Or
pretty.
were you keeping it low key?
No, they were out on the table, everything, bro. Like I think we even left the cans there.
Wow.
It was
Denny's
so
guy
bad.
is just like, I don't feel like dealing with this right now.
Yeah,
Like, just
yeah,
let him
honestly,
drink the
they're
beer. Like, just let him drink the fucking beer.
The beer will keep them
The
docile.
thing is, like, we went there every night. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So, like,
yeah.
they,
so
like,
know you're not
knew
trouble,
us.
like,
Had
a
you
real
done
trouble.
shit like that before? You brought in beers.
Yeah, well, we'd, like, bring in a whole party. It was, like,
I guess you brought business into the Denny's, and like
Yeah.
if you guys are chill enough, it's like, well, they could probably drink.
Yeah,
still
and then
be
we
okay.
weren't completely rude. It's not like we were throwing shit or nothing.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? So, like, but, like, there was some other crazy times we had in that Denny's. But anyways, so, yeah, and then after that, I don't remember what happened. So I ended up at home somewhere, and I woke up the next day, and everything was...
Sorry, guys. If you keep hearing some weird cuts and stuff, it's because
It's a very technical, difficult episode.
we're recording off of
Technically
some
difficult.
dinosaur bones, and we're getting used to the DAW. Anyways,
Hangovers.
it's too difficult to drink anymore. Like I don't even enjoy getting super super fucked up because
I just want to say I drink pretty much every night, and I wake up feeling like $1 million.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess you just have like a better liver than me, honestly, because I don't.
The trick is water.
Yeah.
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 Drink water,
yeah,
too.
Yeah. Sweet water.
Sweet water?
What's
okay.
that?
Okay. So
Wait.
Or sweet
Wait.
water.
Sweet.
not sweet water. Okay.
So I have a question. When you're in these like punk bands, you're just singing. And when did you pick up keyboard and start playing keys?
Okay, well, in my first band, I had played a little bit of keys.
Okay.
So it
Is
was
that
like a
something you did as a
microchord.
kid? Or-
Yeah, well, I played my dad put me in like, piano lessons when I was a little kid.
Okay, nice.
But it didn't really last too long. My mom pulled me out, sadly. But yeah, and then I did sports. I know.
Do you think your mom, like being in the music industry, was like protective of you and was like,
Honestly, this goes deep, so I don't know if you want to get into it.
No, let's get it.
Okay.
We honestly, this has been like a theme that we've talked about quite a bit on this podcast. Is like, would you like?
Hey, it's only, or is it only doing 2? Oh, so my bad. I got a little worried. My bad.
That's valid. We've talked about this quite a bit on the podcast already, which is like like if you were to be super successful in music, like, and you had children, would you like be supportive or like reluctant to like?
Oh hell no! I would want my kid. I would put like we start a family band.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would want my kids to play music. I mean, chances are, knowing my luck, they probably won't. They'll probably be into like math or chemistry or something.
Yeah,
Which
fucking nerds.
which I'm totally cool with that too. I support, but like I do not understand. But no, I want my kids to know how to play music, and like I wouldn't. I feel like if I was able to handle all the crazy shit that I went through, like being in the bands and the scene and all of that, then like they'll be able to handle too. If you stay real with your kids, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of see it. But who knows? I'm not a parent yet.
right.
So
Things could change.
Yeah, things could change. But
So how did things go with your mom and like when you started showing an interest in music and?
she didn't like me. She didn't like me or my sister playing music at all. Like, and I don't think it had to do with the protection thing. I think it's just didn't. She like to this day she wishes I was like a nurse or something.
Really?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Which is weird because
It's
I'm
just a
like
parent thing, maybe.
maybe I don't know. But my dad is the one that kind of supports more what I do.
That's good.
Have you ever like maybe this is like a little too deep? And if you don't want to talk about it, of course that's super fine. Do you think that's like just being around like certain like other musicians and like oftentimes like people like have like like chemical dependency or like whatever?
Oh, I see. No, with my mom, I legit think it's like a personal reason. Like
Oh, word.
I think it's like mental health issue reasons. Because yeah, I mean, she's like friends with all of those like musicians and all that still, and like I think it's more on her. That
okay.
yeah, it's more of a personal family
Yeah,
drama
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas yeah, like I could see that being like a rational thing, but I don't think my mom is. I don't
Okay,
think
word.
that's the
That's
way
not
my
the
mom
reason.
goes. You
Got
know
you.
what I mean? Like, I totally get it from like someone who at a rational standpoint, but like I don't think that's the case with my mom.
For sure.
Yeah, I think it was like that's what I'm saying. Like, it kind of gets a little dark, but I think my mom
That's
has
right, yeah.
more like she has more personal issues, I guess, with like she didn't want me doing anything artistic, basically.
Okay.
Even art, like did not want me to do any art.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so she wanted me to like be a nurse or a doctor or something like that. Where
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but I'm clearly not good at any of those things. I'm like
Yeah.
terrified of needles. I can't even look at blood. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like the only thing I could do
Yeah.
is kind of sing okay, and
Yeah.
strum on a guitar.
Strum.
Yeah,
You strum.
Yeah.
You strum.
Maybe strumming.
I very
Strum,
much
strum.
relate
When-
to that
Sorry, go ahead.
personally. No, just because like to this day, my dad is like, listen, go back to school, become a nurse. I will even pay your
damn.
tuition to become a nurse.
Jeez.
Please stop this foolishness.
No.
No, he I mean, his reasoning, or at least the reasoning that he gives me, is like just like, don't you want to feel secure, independent, and all
Yeah.
that? But I think he like low key kind of has hater disease, because he, want.
Sorry, I was gonna close the door.
You're panting in the fucking hallway. Haters disease.
Yeah, yeah. He was and is a DJ.
He still spins.
Yeah. He now that the restrictions have eased up, he has gone back on the DJ grind. For those of you who don't know, my dad is a wedding and special events DJ.
Let's go.
Contact
You know.
805.
818.
Shameless
Uh,
plug.
But yeah, but before he started doing that, the reason why he started doing that was because of money. Like when you're a DJ doing like the weddings and stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that's
good
like
money.
that gives you the biggest money. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
for sure.
sure. But before that, he wanted to be like a club DJ, a radio DJ.
Yeah.
You know, but he I don't know, he didn't really know how to go about doing that or like meeting or talking to the right people, which makes sense. Like I don't really like blame him for that because like you know he came here to this country when he was like 15, you know, so he's just you know he's just a lover of music and you know just didn't really have the opportunity to like be in a position where he could talk to the right people or you know or find his way in the places that he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he kind of was like I just kind of feel like he's not happy that I'm doing like what
The thing.
the thing that
Yeah.
he wanted
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
You
think that's like a little bit of jealousy, or do you think it's just like
Yes, I
yeah?
do. Unfortunately, but
Yeah.
we'll get over it. Maybe we'll go to therapy or something and really
Yeah.
hash that out.
Honestly,
Yeah,
That'd be nice. I think.
that'd be great.
definitely.
But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're
So
good.
no.
You're good. Because it is. It's interesting sometimes to see that like your parents are involved in musical things,
Yeah.
but then they don't support it. Like
Yeah.
for you know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's so weird. It's like you.
I can kind of understand where they're coming from. Not in the way where it's like crushing your dreams. Like obviously that's not like cool or anything. But it, like the protectiveness aspect, I get it because even like what I've seen in the like few years I've been in the music industry, it's very toxic, and there is a ton of drugs and like drinking and sex, unprotected sex with many random people at all times, all hours of the day.
No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
not something you want your kid
Pastor Wyatt, the unprotected sex.
for your kids.
The
You know,
drinking drugs.
if your kid,
Yeah, I guess that would be a
imagine
worry
as
for
a
a
parent,
parent. Yeah.
like your kid tells you this, your mind goes to the worst case scenario, and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
go be a
True.
Yeah, I think the way I kind of look at it though is kind of like, you know, I went through all this wild and shit. Like you could go through it too, you know? I like to be protective, obviously.
That's good.
Yeah. So like with my dad, like he was pretty real with me. So like he would tell me like, you know, if you're going to do drugs or like do crazy stuff, like just make sure I don't see it, you know, or like, you know, like handle your shit. Like he would always just tell me, handle your shit. And then he would tell me I could talk about it.
Here we go.
So you're a child drug addict.
No, damn, bro. But honestly, though, like I don't know. No, I'm kidding. No, but yeah, my dad would just tell me, just like, well, he was being real with me, you know.
Yeah.
So he would tell me, even as a little kid, like, you know, if you do try drugs or whatever, just like handle.
Also, sorry, can you bring the mic a little closer?
Oh yeah. So he would just tell me, like, you know, just handle your shit. You know, be that person that could handle.
Yeah.
And honestly, for the most part, yeah, it's worked. You know.
Did like he ever have to, or like did he ever have to like step in, or like I mean, because we've all been like pretty fucked up, you know, like.
Nah, he's never had to step in with
Yeah.
me when it came to that. No.
Yeah.
Like,
That's good.
but I guess like technically like mental health stuff. Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Because
we
I
all
have.
about-
we all need some fucking help
Yeah.
sometimes.
What
So-
about like with music? Like, did he like keep it real with you? Like in terms of like how to like curb your expectations? Like with the
Oh
music
yeah, no,
industry and
he
stuff?
he's like pretty critical with music. So he'll tell me straight up when like he's like, I don't think this is good.
That's good to have,
That's
honestly.
nice. Yeah.
But he'll also tell me like when he thinks something is like popping. So
Yeah.
like he likes a few songs of mine that I'm just like, I hate those songs. Like we don't even play them live. And he'll
Yeah.
be like, no, but that's like your best one. And I'm like, okay.
It does. It's like that though. I think sometimes like your like sweetheart songs are the ones that you like attach like a feeling to. Like
Yeah.
are not always the best. Congratulations on your we have like 600,000 streams on 7 weeks.
Today I hit 600.
That's
Yeah.
actually, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I should be the one to say it. Well, I'm gonna
Say
it.
it,
anyway.
say it.
That's actually exactly the circumstance behind that that song. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's not even Val doesn't even like that song.
I hate it. I
Yeah.
straight up hate it.
Yeah.
I wish it could just go away. I wish I never wrote it. No, I'm kidding.
That's not what
But
the fans think.
Yeah.
It's the one that
Dude.
blew up on TikTok.
Dude, there's like, there's literally like 11 and 12-year-olds on TikTok using that song to rant about how they want to kill themselves.
Oh
my God.
that's
Jeez.
tough. Yeah, that's
And
not
they
good.
use Kyle instead of kill. so that they don't get taken down.
Like
I
how
know,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
See, so you can see,
They
like
can
I don't
really
even go
get
on
I mean,
TikTok.
that's a good
Yeah.
example, and I'm not on TikTok either because
Oh,
fuck
okay,
that
okay.
shit.
I have my TikTok, but that's how I know. but-
Delete that shit, bro. It's not good. It's not good for you.
I don't go on it often, but like every now and then I'll go check and see
Nah, I feel you.
who's posting, like who's
Yeah.
out there posting this.
At a certain point, your song, when it's used for crazy shit that you never intended it to be used for, I mean, it's like it like stops being your song. And
Yeah.
So like I wouldn't even feel guilty about that.
Yeah,
like,
no,
any
for
type
sure.
of way, really.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I will say though, like I'm a really huge fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, and like the majority of like people using my song are like using it to ship like Sonic and like Knuckles. So I'm like, oh my god, like honestly, I'm cool. Like I'm cool with it because
Let's
it balances
go.
out. It's
Let's
like
try it,
there's
bro.
Sonic.
How did you know?
Sonic it's like it's Sonic the Hedgehog that I love, and then like
Knuckles.
but it's like it's kill yourself memes, but it's like pretty even, I would say. So
Yeah.
Just gotta focus
Well,
on the
yeah, I
price
just
tag.
gotta focus on Sonic and Knuckles.
I was curious how y'all met because I feel like I have
Take
no
it
idea.
away, my friend.
Yeah.
we met.
Oh wait, yeah, we have a cool little origin story.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna state the facts that I know for sure, because I feel like I randomly like added you on Facebook like a long ass time
Let's
ago.
go.
Facebook.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
I
like,
do
y'all
not
old,
remember.
old.
Yeah.
And I saw like a video of you playing guitar, but I feel like that might not have actually happened
Oh, okay.
because you said like you were not on Facebook.
I
long, right?
deleted my Facebook, but
Yeah.
I also did have it for a while because I had to use it for like some project that like. some
Did you
project
ever play like acoustic guitar?
Yes.
Facebook?
Yes, I did. I did.
In the event that you imagined all of this, when did you meet in person?
Okay, yeah, that's okay. So I threw a show and played a show at the Smell a while ago, and it was like me, this band called Girl Hazel, and Moonfuzz,
Yes.
Yeah.
and the Cosmos were supposed to play, but then there was like crazy wildfires happening in
Oh, yeah, that was that
San
time.
Fernando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About when was this?
This had to be like 2018 probably.
Yeah.
So-
That sounds about right. 20
So semi recently.
semi
Yeah,
recently.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Kinda.
5 years ago.
Has it
4
been
years
that
ago.
long?
Sadly, time
I
goes
keep
by
thinking
that
it's
fast.
2023
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah, okay, so it was 2018 when those fires were happening. So it was like near the Cosmos house, so they couldn't play. But the show had to go on.
So it was like a radius
Well,
clause type thing.
didn't the
No.
Cosmos also like break up? Oh no, wait. They're
Oh,
still.
the
No, it's like
fire!
the fire
one.
was
The
by his
fire!
house.
I'm like,
No, wait. What band am I thinking of? There's a band
No,
that like broke up.
They
after.
did break up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
But they
so-
broke up like in 2020. Like,
Oh, okay. That was way
like,
later. All right.
and they played like another show, like
Yeah.
one more show back.
yeah. They
think.
like did their final show and then they did their final show.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still waiting on their final show.
But anyways, continue.
Yeah, so Cosmos had to drop, but Moonfuzz and me and Girl Hazel still played. Val went to go see Moonfuzz. That's why they were there. So they pulled up with I imagine it was like with you and David.
I think
probably,
it was
like, yeah.
David. I don't know. I
Like,
don't
their
remember
bassist
anything.
probably. I mean, I just because like just David's like
I want to say it was him because I remember he was also saying like Moonfuzz. Okay, I hadn't seen Moonfuzz.
Who's
Yeah.
David?
David's my bass
oh
player.
yeah sorry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
D-Lo.
Oh, David fucking smashed.
Yeah.
yeah,
David,
great, yeah.
playing that bass solo.
True.
I hate to say that though because he's like my best friend.
Yeah.
But like everybody, he's the bass player in my band.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay.
Bestie and bassist.
Yeah,
Bestie
exactly.
bassist.
Bestie bassist. That's okay. That's great.
Yeah, so they saw us at that show, but I don't think we spoke until another.
No. Oh wait.
Yeah, because you played a show at the Smell,
Yeah, but
and I
think
was doing sound at it.
Okay.
But I think it was the other way around. So I think we played the show first. You did sound at it.
Oh wait, no, you're right.
Yeah. So
Oh,
okay.
I
So what
see.
happened
So I-
was we played a show at the Smells.
Yeah,
First time I
take it
think
away.
it's the first time I ever played the Smell.
Yeah.
And
Were you
then
nervous?
he did. Yeah, kind of. I always get nervous before shows.
Yeah, same.
but-
I'm fucking terrified.
But yeah, exactly. I freak out. But so Caesar did sound for us, and like it was cool. It was a cool night. It was a good turnout too. And I just like remembered him. And then when we went to go see Moonfuzz, I was like, hey, wait a second. That's the guy who did the sound for us.
Yeah.
So after he finished, I went up to him and I was like, hey man, like great set. Like, and you did sound for us the other day, you know, or whenever it was. And then I don't know what happened from there.
The rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history. Yeah, then we became homies.
Yeah. Well, like we, I invited Val to do like the Redacted Festival at the Bootleg.
Oh, that was a great show.
It was a great show. You were there.
Yeah.
Everett Carter was there.
Yeah.
We all were there. And then
Bob.
That was
then
a great. Is the Bootleg's gone, right?
it's
Yeah.
the building's still there and it is still a venue.
Oh,
It's just
But
not. It's
owned by different
rebranded.
people.
Oh, really?
it's different folks.
Yeah.
Is it
Gotta get in on
they
that.
still have shows there?
They do.
I think it's more like Scholastic geared though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more
Something, I
like
don't know.
experimental type sets. More.
Oh, so they're trying to
Emphasizing-
make a lot of money.
They do like some theater stuff too.
So they're trying to be
They're
billionaires.
They're banking now.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
I mean,
Interesting.
I don't imagine that they would be opposed to rock shows again. Like I know people. Do you know this old venue called Pear Space?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember Pearspace.
I love
Pear
Pear
Space. The people who ran it are throwing shows at the new at what was the Bootleg
Okay.
under their own name.
That's cool.
So they have a connection.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So
So there's hope.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
hope.
Okay.
So
Good, because when I heard that the Bootleg was closing down, I was like, that was our Eden.
Yeah, that
honestly, it was great.
It was so good. The show that we played at Redacted, like that was like one of the best sets we've ever played ever. And then it was also our homecoming show when we got back from tour with Katsuoso and Miniature Tigers, and that was fucking fun because I crowd surfed. Like,
Yes.
yeah, we were on stage and like it was a
Whoa.
party and I fucking crowd surfed. Like, and
It's
then they
always a
threw
good
me back
feeling.
on stage. Like, shit was so
Yeah, I
sick.
fucking love
Yeah.
that shit. I
Yeah.
miss that, bro.
Yeah.
I miss playing like bigger shows.
Yeah.
I just have one more question for you, and then we're gonna get on to a little bit of Cesar's life
Okay.
here.
Oh, shit,
When
that's
did
right.
you start playing as Yungatita?
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so I was building.
Okay.
I was building up to that. So, anyways,
Oh,
okay. So
shit.
after my punk band, Broken Heart, whatever, I have the shirt still. Okay.
Yeah,
and then I went.
2 orders of those.
Yeah, and then I went through like a bunch of bands that just didn't work out. We played a show here or there, and then they broke up, and blah blah blah. And then I started. It's kind of like leads into how I started Yungatita, because then I started this band called Superco with like an ex of mine. I won't go into it.
That's what.
And we actually got pretty popular. But I wrote. Those were like mostly my songs. I think he wrote a few too, but like a lot of them I was writing by myself.
Yeah.
And that broke up. Obviously, it didn't last. And after that, though, that's when I was like, you know what? I feel like this whole starting a band with someone is not really working out for me.
Sure.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of do it myself.
Yeah.
So I started writing songs on my own, and then I recorded. I think the first one that I recorded was Bedroom, my song Bedroom.
Yeah.
And I put a demo of that out, and it blew up on SoundCloud.
Hell yeah.
Like
go.
it blew up, and it would honestly like it blew up like on weird terms because this guy called, I think his name was like Willie Pete. Do you guys remember him?
Yeah.
Do you guys
Willie
remember that?
Pete. And I can see it in my head for some reason in the SoundCloud font.
Dude,
In those gray letters.
I think
Why?
so. Okay, because he was okay, but he got canceled. Like, bro, he got really canceled.
What happened?
So I don't know, something about I guess like I don't know, underage girls.
It's usually, yeah.
Yeah, but
not good.
but he was like a really popular like fuck him. I don't know what
Yeah,
you're doing, Willie
yeah,
Pete.
yeah,
but
get
fuck
fucked,
you.
Willie.
yeah,
Yeah.
but anyways, but it was so bad. But wait, he had such a big following on SoundCloud.
Sure.
Anything that he would repost would just blow up. So he reposted my song and it blew up. And this is also around the same time that Claro was getting popular. And so he got canceled so bad that Claro actually had to like message him. This is what I heard. Claro actually had to DM him or message him and be like, take my song down from your SoundCloud.
Wow.
Because like, fuck you.
Because that shit was so fucked.
Yeah, this is what I heard. So I don't know if it's for sure 100%, but like, I wouldn't put it like, I could see why
Sounds
she
like
would
that
do that.
Could happen. Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally.
Let's
and
say
then,
it's canon.
Yeah, and then he went like kind of private on Instagram, but like I didn't really know what was going on at the time.
Willie
Like I
Pete,
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he like I don't know. He
What a
like
name.
private his Instagram. I was still like following him, and then he posted some stories of like him doing drugs, and he had messaged me saying like, "Hey, like come through," and I was just like, you know what, like nah. And then that's when I unfollowed him, and then he shortly after he like disappeared.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, like.
Damn.
But anyways, after that I got a lot of followers on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And so I was going through another relationship at the time. God damn. So I went through another relationship and then me and him broke up. And then that's when I wrote 7 Weeks. And I wrote it in like 2 hours. And then I met up with my homie Dane, who helped me kind of like, get it together, produce it. And then we released it, and then that blew up on SoundCloud as well. And then so after that, I was like, okay, so now I am a thing now. Like now this is a project because
I am
several
Yungatita.
like now I have to run with this Instagram handle because like
now I gotta be.
yeah, exactly, because like these 2 songs just kind of took off and people kind of want more,
Yeah.
So.
This sounds like a hero's like origin story. I can just like see like the sun rising and you're just on a rooftop just like staring over the city of Los Angeles and it's
like Batman.
Someone's like, "Hey, who are you?" Like from and you whisper Yungatita.
And then I just
and
like
then the credits.
I like fly off the building, but yeah, I know, right? They're like, no, everyone's like, don't jump.
Nice.
But so that's kind of when it started. When I realized, like, okay, I can make music on my own, and it's not bad. I don't need anybody else to really help me too much. So other than Dane, like, he would just help me produce it. And
We
all
like
that.
Dane.
Yeah, Dane is great. I love Dane. He has a project. I'm a plug. I'm sorry. He has a project
please.
with my friend Ashley, his girlfriend, called Pink Fruit, and they're fucking awesome. They're like
Pink Fruit.
hyper pop, really fucking sick band.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
But anyways, okay, so what was I gonna say?
Plug anyone
Yeah.
you like.
Okay,
Feel
but honestly, they're
free.
really fucking good. They're dropping some fucking fire. I don't know if they've dropped like my favorite song yet, but it's coming. But anyways,
Hell yeah.
Pink Fruit.
yeah.
Is that their handle on Instagram?
Yeah. She
Is it
made a
just
new account.
Pink Fruit, like one word?
Yeah, just pink. I think it's Little Pink Fruit,
Okay.
but it
Lil.
might be pink. It might also
Lil
just be
Pink
pink.
Fruit.
Lil. Lil Pink Fruit.
Yeah.
All right, check them out.
Follow.
Yeah. So and then so after that, okay, 7 Weeks was like going viral, or not viral, but like just getting a lot of plays on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And then one day, well, I found out about Katsuoso, and this is how the band started. So this is like this is the
So you haven't met Katsuoso yet?
Nope, no. This was me. I'm still just cruising on my own.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
I
Like
thought y'all
3
were,
or
like,
4 years
friends.
ago.
This was
probably?
like 2017, 2018.
Okay.
So like probably right before I met Caesar.
Okay.
Like maybe a year or so before. But so this is the band origin story now. So
This is great.
yeah, it goes kind of deep. So one day, so I found out about Katsuoso, and I'm like, yo, this guy's from Montebello. Like so that's where I went to school, like as a little kid and shit. So
Yeah.
I actually listened to his music, and I really like this song "Cherry Love" that he has.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, this is actually pretty sick. And then he's like kind of blowing up, like, this is pretty sick, So I went to a show with one of my homies, and I saw them play. And I was like, damn. And then they performed really well at a backyard show. Like, it sounded great.
Yeah.
And the band was on point, obviously, because it was like, the members, almost the same members as now, especially Gil and David. Like, so it just sounded overall really great. And I was like, damn, like, this band is actually fucking sick. So then I followed him on Twitter and like Instagram and whatever. And I didn't think anything of it. And then my friend Adeline, who is like a friend of mine from high school, she like sent me like a screenshot of a tweet that he posted, like, hey, looking for a keyboard player. Like, is anyone down? And then I was just like, haha, that would be cool, but like I don't have any gear. I texted her.
Yeah.
And she's just like, dude, you should do it. And I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, no, like he's like taking off as a band. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah, that
whatever.
like self-doubt.
Yeah, exactly. So
I
then
feel you.
she went ahead and just responded to him on Twitter and was just like, Yungatita, like, and she like tagged me. And I was like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
And then I got a DM and it was Paul.
Really?
And he was
Yeah.
just like, yo, so you play?
Let's
and I
go.
was yeah, so I was like, yeah, I do, but like I don't have like a keyboard or anything. And he's like, oh, it don't matter, like just come through to practice.
Whoa.
So yeah, so came through to practice.
Damn, that's fucking good friend.
So
Dude.
you were that good where you were like, I can play well and I don't even have a keyboard.
I suck.
No,
I
you
don't
don't.
believe
No,
that.
No, you
no,
have
I'm
a
just
good.
kidding.
You have a good ear. Fuck
But no, so I just kind of just did what he told me because like he writes the music, so like we just kind of do what he says, right, in the songs. So yeah, so you know I did good enough, right, for him to like me, and then they played a few shows where I just like kind of went up and just like to like initiate me to the band, like I would play like tambo, like but I was just like that person on the side. I was like, I don't want to do this, and then I had to go on a trip to Egypt. That's a whole other story. And then I came back. I know.
Side quest.
Yeah, exactly. And then I came back, and then they were like, all right, cool. Like, because I guess their keyboard player was, you know, going back to school, or there was something where like he couldn't play anymore.
Different paths.
Yeah, exactly. And so I kind of just took his place. And yeah, and since then I've been in the band. So then after that, the guys found out that I had written these 2 songs that were on SoundCloud, right? And they were
This
like,
is after they didn't even know you as Yungatita yet.
yeah, no, everybody just, I think they kind of had an idea who I was because we all grew up in the same neighborhood. So like they were like, oh, it's that one girl that hangs out with so-and-so,
Yeah.
you know? But I'm older, like I'm like 3 years older, 3 years older. So like,
Then those guys?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the oldest one in the band. So in Katsu also at least.
Yeah.
And then, so anyways, they were like, dude, like these songs are good. Like we should start our own band.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that at the time, I know the story's almost done.
No,
please.
Go on.
So at the time, so I have a friend from high school. Like we were 14. I met when we were 14. My friend Ernie, and I went to private school for like 3 years, and then went to public school my last year. But Ernie stayed at that private school. And then after we graduated, he went up north for like 8 years. But Ernie was the first person that I ever jammed with. We were like 14, and
Let's
we
go.
wrote a few funny, like embarrassing songs together.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we were the first ones to ever jam with each other. Like, you know, anyways, great musician, great guitar player. Anyway, so he leaves for like 8 years. Just so happens that when the guys are telling me like, hey, we should start a band, Ernie's coming back to LA after 8 years of being gone. And I'm just like, dude, like, I don't know, the stars are aligning or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's start the band. So yeah, so it ended up being where it was David, Gil, Christian, who have all been playing with each other for like since they were in high school and stuff.
Ernie.
And then Ernie, who was my
Who
guitarist.
just came back.
Who had just come
from
back.
Like, from college or something?
Yeah, well, he was in college, and then he moved to like Seattle, just like living like in the north.
Yeah.
Being a person.
And then he was just like, fuck that, like I want to come back home. And so he just came back home kind of on a whim.
Perfect timing.
And I'm just like, okay, well, you're back, you know, like we haven't jammed since we're like 17 or like maybe 16, I don't know.
Yeah.
And let's just start this band. And so yeah, that's like my members. That's how the band started.
That's
Hell yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
very kismet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like kind of like, yeah, there's a lot of
There's a lot of moving pieces.
yeah, it was so weird, and then
That's
they all
really
just
cool.
kind of blended. It was very weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so now we just have both bands where we share. So you know, me, Gil, and David are in Katsu also.
Yeah.
And then Gil and David are also in my band, and obviously I'm in my band. So we
Right.
share members, which also
That must help a lot.
it does
Yeah.
because we play like really well together.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
we're
you guys
all
are
just so
always
used
just
to.
fucking playing
And
together.
then Ernie has also filled in drums for Katsu also because he plays drums as well. He plays
Okay.
everything basically.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then Christian, my drummer, has also played for Ketsu also. Like he's gone on a tour with us and stuff.
Amazing.
So like
Family.
we're all just in each other's bands.
Yeah,
you know?
that's fun.
Yeah.
That's
So,
fucking
yeah,
sweet.
that's the origin story.
Yeah.
What a story.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to follow that one. as well.
Yeah. Hope you warmed up your fucking vocal,
Right.
your vocal folds.
Our
Yeah.
second guest tonight is
Yeah.
Alex Andre.
Yeah.
All right, let's. Where did you start? When did you start playing guitar?
I was 13, I think. I went to like this little what's it called? Like a summer day camp kind of thing, and they
Right.
like provided like you could get
first act
group
acoustic guitar.
group lessons and all that. I learned like a Beatles song and
Aw.
like a Bob Dylan song. We all were like chunking away at chords all together.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would pay a lot of money to see a clip of that.
yeah.
Just a little Caesar.
But
Wait, that was unintentional.
it's fine.
Honestly, I swear to God.
It'll keep happening. I've made my peace with it.
I didn't.
That's not
mean
the first
that.
time you've heard that, is it?
No.
It wasn't a
No.
joke.
That's
No,
why I
know.
call him Big C's.
Thank
Big
you.
C's.
Big
Yeah.
C's.
$10 at least.
Yeah, and then he that teacher like started introducing like different chords to play, and I remember him introducing like a 7 chord or
Spicy.
something.
We're like,
And I was
whoa.
like, whoa, yeah.
Life changed.
Life
That's
changed when I heard that.
Yeah. There's nothing
And-
like the first time you hear a like E major, A major, and then B7. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And it goes back
Ooh,
to E.
this is spicy.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then I heard like,
That was my
Yeah.
my sexual awakening. Awakening is a B dominant 7
it
chord.
like it was crazy because like that experience, like I didn't really have any other interests before that. I like my parents like put me in like acting lessons, and like I even tried piano for a second. I was terrible at it. I was also a child. So
You're like, I'm
you know.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really feeling piano, but
Yeah.
guitar though, that was like, whoa, like
Clicks.
these are some sick sounds that are like
Mhm.
coming out of this instrument. And I didn't even, it was weird because I didn't really care about learning songs. Like a lot of people are just like, when they start guitar, they're like, oh, I want to play like these riffs that I've been hearing, like,
Yeah.
you know, like, but I was just so immediately drawn to like the idea of I want to make something. I want to
Yeah.
make like
Yeah.
a song, you know. But also it was because whenever I would try to learn a song, I was very bad at it. I was never good at like actually learning
Mhm.
songs or playing riffs.
Really?
But yeah, but I kept like learning chords and chords and chords, or at least, you know, like the kind of, what's it called,
Like shapes.
those like
and-
those shapes, like those shell shapes for like
Uh-huh.
all the 7 chords and stuff. I was like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
I'm learning jazz.
is this
I
like
can
still when
feel
you're
it.
like a little kid?
This is when I'm like 13, 14.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Dang. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's a lot. I was
Yeah.
13, just like, smoke on the water.
Well, because like I also like didn't really care about like classic rock really at the time. Like, well, because I didn't know. I didn't. Well, because like
I know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
like my dad, so as you know, my dad was a DJ, right?
yeah.
So I feel like if anybody ever made an impression of me, like that would be like something that they would say is like, so my dad's a DJ.
Right.
But it is true. And what he would expose me to is like I would be hearing like rock en español. I would
Yeah.
be hearing like a lot of like 2000s house music.
Mhm.
So that was very foundational to like my interests and like songs I like wanted to learn.
Mhm.
And then when I was 13, I think I like heard like Eminem for the first time, and like Linkin Park was like my favorite band of
hell
all
yeah.
time. So like I found like Linkin Park, System of a Down, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you would think like, whoa, that's like a lot of riffage that you could like learn from. But one, I only had an acoustic guitar, and 2, I look up tabs and it would be like drop tunings, and I'd be like,
Oh.
I don't
That's
want
too much fucking work.
Yeah,
too
too much
work.
work.
Too
Yeah,
much work.
same.
So I was like,
same.
okay.
I still feel that way. I'm like, oh, this song's really cool. And I actually it's in a drop tune. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Fuck,
never
just play the
mind.
guitar, dude.
Yeah. So I was just like, you know what? I'm enjoying like learning how to play scales. I'm enjoying the journey of like learning this instrument. And you know, my parents took notice. I'm like, oh, like this will keep them away from asking us to, you know, buy video games. So let's invest in this. This will be a nice distraction.
Like, Mom, this pedals alone are going to be way more expensive
Yeah.
than
First of
any
all.
video game I could ever want to buy.
And second of all, this is this is deeper. This is my life now.
Yeah.
Which she realized later on, like, damn, maybe
Big regret
fuck.
at first.
I know, she's
should have bought
like,
him the
oh,
video
man.
games.
Yeah, maybe
Should have bought you a fucking nurse's outfit. Should have bought me some scrubs to play in, Dad.
Yeah, but here's some Valley history. So like, since I got like more into it, and they decided to have me like get lessons at Guitar Merchant.
Oh, Delane.
Yeah, we
Jesus.
the man, the myth, the legend. Delane, for those of you who don't know, is a notorious promoter from the Valley. We actually don't really know where he's from.
I don't
Right.
think because he may not even be a
We
real
don't- we're not
We
person.
sure if
don't
he
know if
exists
he's a
or
real
not.
person.
That
Yeah.
sounds familiar, but I can't.
He's like
pinpoint it.
his thing is manifest booking.
Yeah. Did you ever get an email
Delaney
saying
George
we'd love
on
to? Yeah.
Facebook.
No.
Or like your Gmail. How
Yeah,
does he
like-
find people? Like I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand the method. But yeah, he just like sends spam messages being like, "Hey, do you want to play at like Guitar Merchant or Chain Reaction or all these other different
Okay,
places
chain
for
reaction. Yeah.
like
Okay. I
for
gotta
like
look this
30 for
Yeah.
like we'll 30 pre-sale."
I would like to see if he
This
shows
is
up on
like
Google
every
search.
every first band's like
Yeah.
first email. They get so excited, like, "Wow, somebody asked us for a gig for the
Right,
first
right.
time."
Guys,
you know.
people are talking.
Yeah. But it's
People have spoken. They want. We're in demand.
The hottest
But-
booker in town wants us.
But you know what's crazy though is like, so I didn't really, my Guitar Merchant experience is like very different from a lot of people's. Guitar Merchant is, it's a lessons place where you where they also have like a little stage where most people have their first show in the Valley. But because and I think this is also kind of how like I ended up getting like a very like booker mentality, because
Yeah.
once I started like getting lessons at Guitar Merchant and like getting to know the owner, a dude named Phil, he would be like, "Hey, once you start a band, like, you could start booking stuff here, right?" And
Wait. Sorry, I'm gonna back up real quick. You were talking to this guy Phil. So were you booking shows at the Guitar Merchant before you even played there, or
No, not
you're
yet.
trying to get a show with this guy Phil?
I'm neither. He was
Okay.
just like
He was just
we were
telling
just
you.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Okay.
I was going there every week.
for
getting my lessons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, you're sounding pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
where are you thinking about starting a band? We'll definitely, have you."
He's
play
trying to
here."
recruit you
Yeah.
into the music life.
In the music life. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he like actually like had a talk with my dad. Like
We've lost him. So no, I'm kidding.
it's kind of crazy. Well, I'll get to that later because it's Phil. A lot of people have like some weird experiences with Phil, but Phil like kind of was one of the first people who like super encouraged me to like really get into like
That's
everything
good.
I'm into. Yeah.
Yeah.
So eventually, like by the time I was 14, 15, I did start my first band when I was in 9th grade. And
What's that band?
Damn.
Man,
Say it.
Is this
Say
UT?
No.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
This is a band called the Iconoclasts.
Let's go.
We were like
Let's
it was like
Let's
me
go.
and this kid who played violin.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds
Fucking
crazy.
go.
And like he was like
Plugged in.
into like he was really into punk.
Yeah.
Like he was the first person to like show me Dead Kennedys.
Mhm.
But he was also like really obnoxious. And
Take
was
it back.
he was like my friend bully.
Yeah, like
Like-
me and
Oh
Wyatt.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Basically.
Well, like because he had like his first little heartbreak with some girlfriend.
He
Yeah.
took it out on you.
And well, because he
Well.
saw me talking to her,
Oh,
just casually
my
talking.
gosh.
to her.
Why would you
Just-
talk to her?
Fake ass
No, I'm
friend.
kidding.
And then he got
Fake
so
ass friend.
mad that he
Women
like,
aren't people, okay?
You can't talk to her.
Don't you know she broke my heart? No, he thought I was like trying to swoop.
doesn't have autonomy.
So he would like grab me,
What?
like in front of her, be like,
What?
What
Don't do that."
What?
And I'm like, "Okay, I'll see you at band practice."
That's fucking
oh my
good.
God.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Totally my bad.
Damn. Okay, that's
Yeah.
gotta be like I don't know, something in a TV show or
Yeah,
something.
but-
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Gosh, I could
That's
talk
awesome.
about that guy forever, but that's not why we're here.
Right.
Talk
I
about whatever
started
you
a band
want
with
to,
him.
honestly.
Sure. But it was like weird, like because he was like he liked punk, but he also liked klezmer music, and like I was like getting into surf rock because like my guitar teacher was like showing me the Ventures.
Yeah, of course.
And I was still learning those 7 chords.
Yeah,
I wasn't
huge.
allowed into jazz band yet because I wasn't that good.
This is
Van Nuys.
Oh, you're at Van Nuys, so
Yeah, I'm at Van
Eisenhardt's
Nuys.
like,
Yeah.
nah.
He's like, no, we already have too many guitarists. And
Yeah.
he only had one, but he was a really great guitarist.
Oh, yeah.
He was like
yeah.
a senior, and he was like, he had like the hollow body and everything.
Shit.
His name was Aiden. Very
Yeah.
cool kid. I was just like, damn, I want to be you. But anyway.
You don't want to be anyone named Aiden. Let me tell you that right now.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Sorry, if your name
Shouts
is
out to
Aiden.
Aiden.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Is he still
It's just
playing?
a joke.
Aiden?
I don't know.
I was about to
actually
say,
ended
like,
up
it's
not
just
keeping up with him, unfortunately.
Aiden, let us know. No, I
Yeah,
was kidding.
what's up,
Aiden?
Aiden? You doing all right? I think he like ended up going to Cal Arts.
Oh.
Oh,
but
fuck.
I don't know. We'll see.
It was like that.
Yeah, it was like that. He was really good.
For sure.
But we ended up having the band, and we ended up there was like this weird thing that this what's it called? This music label came to Van Nuys High School. They were called Blast Beat Records. They were based in Ireland.
Well,
What?
And they're
desperate on like a tour of the U.S. to just like show up anywhere. Or, like,
no, they were like doing this competition. They were going to performing arts high schools, which
Yeah.
Van Nuys High School is a performing arts high school,
What?
and they were going to performing arts
Go
high
Wolves.
schools and like having like battle of the band, like having battle of the band,
hosting a battle of the bands.
yeah,
Cool.
and like it was like there was like a regional event, and then there was like a national event,
Mhm.
and so like they were like, oh, like you host like this whoever has bands like host your own battle of the bands, and you know
whoever wins that
whoever
one
wins that
does
will,
this
will
one.
do like the
I
bigger
was
one,
just
blah blah blah.
pretended to have thrown a battle of the bands and thrown my
Like,
band.
we
in there.
won.
Well,
yeah, we won.
I think
Exactly.
I forget who coordinated it, but like it ended up becoming like this like something of a club of like seniors who were like it was Van Nuys, so it was like weird because it was like they were trying to get like the performing arts kids, but the performing arts kids weren't like
They're not in bands.
They're not in
They don't give
bands.
a fuck because
Yeah.
it's like like music becomes a grade, and then it's
Yeah,
like Jesus
exactly.
Christ, I fucking hate
Yeah.
music.
But the people who were in bands were like the kids in like the the regular classes and all
Yeah.
that. So and it was like a lot of like metalheads,
Yeah.
like thrash bands, deathcore because that was a thing in 2009.
Yep.
Pop punk, regular punk.
Oh
like-
yeah, what year is this?
This is 2009. Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
You're still freshman?
So I'm still a freshman, and I go to this meeting where this is happening, and I'm like, well, hey, like we could do this at Guitar Merchant, like I could set it up. So that was my first ever show. Was like
That you
hosting
booked
You
that I
too.
booked a
booked, yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
battle of the bands, and Delane's
Yeah.
like, great, pay me
No.
$250.
Oh my-
Delane. Here's the thing about Delane that people don't know, like he has very little to do with Guitar Merchant.
Yeah.
Like I
just
never
looked
saw
him up,
there
by the
yet.
way, on Instagram. He has 830 something followers. I sent Val the
Yeah, I saw it right
the
here.
link.
Like 2 likes on the pictures.
No posts yet.
Well,
He follows no one, so
Mhm.
the ratio is great.
beautiful.
And now does booking in Orange County and San Diego. No longer is in.
Well, because he ruined Guitar Merchant's reputation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because everybody associates Guitar Merchant with him when
they have a new location.
yeah, they do. It's smaller.
Yeah.
That's fine. But what I learned very fast is like you don't need to go through, which is very ironic as somebody who promotes. Like you don't need to go through a promoter.
Yeah.
You can literally just talk to the person who actually runs the space,
Mhm.
which is what I did. I mean, like the owner was very friendly to me, so I had my own deal with Phil. So he was just like, if you make $300, then you can keep the rest. Like if the whole night gets $300, you can keep the rest of that money and do with
For
it what you
Guitar
will.
Center, that sounds pretty steep. I mean, that's like
For Guitar Merchant.
Guitar Merchant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well-
So they were just saying we're gonna just charge you $300. You
For
can
the
pay us,
space.
and then if you make anything else besides that, you can just keep
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And you're like, great,
much.
I'm down to make some money off of Van Nuys.
Yeah.
Did you make that?
No.
Did you end up owing them cash?
No. Here's what happened, and it was. Well, first of all, it was like a 9-band event, or it was like 8 or no, like 7.
Well, that's a
I would
long
say.
event.
Still long, yeah. Still a lot of bands. My band played first because we were like the youngest. We were like the only freshmen.
No, you're like, we'll play first while all the people are still here.
Yeah.
Because everyone's gonna get here nice and early.
Yeah. Blast Beat sent judges, I think, and like
wow.
I think we got like the lowest score.
No.
They showed us the scores. But we were terrible. We were not a good band.
Oh no.
That's not
And
true.
we like mostly did covers.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like I think I only had like one original at the time.
Music, the moment.
Oh my gosh. 8 miles?
No, we did like a like some kind of like Chinese classical piece as a
That's shooting
as a
high
punk
for
as a punk band.
punk show.
Did you do
And-
it like a punk version?
Yes.
That's fucking
Honestly,
sick.
that
That's
sounds sick as hell.
You should bring
Yeah.
that back.
Yeah, totally.
No.
The
and then I think we did,
Iconoclasts?
and then yeah, and
Are
I
you on
think
Instagram?
we had a MySpace. No, because my Instagram was. I don't think Instagram was around in 2009.
I think it was,
But we had a MySpace.
but it
for
wasn't
sure.
popping.
Yeah, but yeah, it was like 7 bands, and some of those people I still talk to today. Some of those people are still like even like making music, still doing punk, still doing metal.
Yeah.
And then I think so. Like we definitely didn't break even, and I think we probably only made like I don't know, like maybe like $150.
Hey,
That's pretty good for
Yeah,
guitar merchant.
honestly,
For guitar, yeah,
how
that's
many
good.
people came through?
I would probably like
Were you charging like $5 a head, or
yeah, something like that. Yeah, so it was like 30 or something, like not a lot of kids, but Phil was really nice, and he was like, here's like $40.
Oh
Don't worry
fuck!
about
it.
So that's
Yeah.
sick. That's
Yeah.
dope. That's
So I was
dope.
like, are you? Oh, but Phil, like I didn't
We
bring enough
didn't make-
people. Yeah.
yeah.
And he's like, get you. We'll do it right next time.
Oh,
That's cool.
I
Yeah,
love
that's
him.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
it
fucking
was really
chill.
nice.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
See, that's good shit because that's saying like, don't be afraid to fucking
Yeah, to do
this.
it. Yeah.
He was trying to encourage me and
That's-
like
yeah.
don't let this like
Discourage you.
you know.
I
I
bet.
love him. I'll cry.
I bet
That's
that
so
is so
cute.
nice. I bet he wasn't aware of that fuck shit that Delaney was doing.
Oh, he was aware.
I was gonna say
The
it's gonna be pretty
problem
hard
is-
not to be aware of like all
Yeah.
these bands coming to play at your venue, and
Yeah.
and then you're just like, well, how did you figure like who like because Delaney must have been talking to them to book the venue.
The thing is,
Yeah.
it was hard to resist
Because they needed
booking
business,
within the
probably.
because Delane would get that money up front, right? So
Yeah.
Delane just pays Phil,
Yeah.
right, and then can keep Phil happy with however much he needs, and then he could just pocket the rest.
Yeah. But it's just
Oh.
irresponsible because usually it's at the,
He's just
the
like-
expense of all these young
At
guys.
the
So-
end of the
yeah.
email, it's like, don't give these kids a fucking dime.
yeah. Well, it's just like thematically like the story that you just told, and
Mhm.
like him being like not like making half of what he said he wanted to make,
Yeah.
and then you were gonna keep the rest, and then like making like half of that, and then still giving you a cut.
Yeah.
So you have that on
Yeah.
this side, and then the other side is like
Yeah.
the exact opposite. It's like
Yeah.
heroes and
Yeah.
villains
I
type beat, where this
recognize-
guy's like,
yeah.
we're gonna fucking take this, and like you owe us money and you have to pay, and it's like, well, fuck it, this I don't know if I can afford to keep
Yeah,
playing shows. Like
Yeah.
that's a crazy
Yeah.
thought. You
I
know what mean?
recognize it was like definitely like I was in a like privileged position that like not a lot of people. I mean, actually, I'm sure very few people like experienced, especially with Guitar Merchant at the time. So, but
That's
I-
okay. Good on you
yeah.
for
Yeah.
swindling that. That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I started booking more with my own band, and
Did you ever play at? Sorry to interrupt real quick. Did you ever play at Cobalt Cafe?
yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I played
I
at
never
Cobalt.
played.
I think that was like probably my second or third show ever.
Yeah.
It was such a different experience because it was like I don't even remember who
That
booked
place I
me.
remember being really loose.
Yeah, it
Like
was
you
just,
could do
like-
whatever the fuck you want. there.
Yeah, it was like
It was an actual venue or like
it was a
Yeah,
venue.
it was like a big room basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
It was like really like imagine like the smell, but the vibes are bad.
Oh no.
But-
Oh, it was bad vibes there. I never.
It
I don't
wasn't
even-
Yeah,
bad
wait,
vibes
what?
when I played there.
I would it was like okay.
I guess I must have not been paying attention.
It depends on who. It depends on who was playing there. Like, it was not very like a hospitable place at the time for indie bands.
Oh, true. It was
Like
mostly
in-
heavy metal and like
Yeah, like if you were in a like it was very much like the hardcore spot.
Yeah.
It was the metalcore spot, especially
Yeah.
back then, because that's also what was popping. I mean, like in 2009 in general, like
Yeah, that was popping all over.
all
I had
over,
like a
yeah.
bunch of friends that were in
Yeah.
those types of bands. Yeah.
so.
At the
But
time.
like indie bands, like that's why. I think at the time, a lot of indie bands that were like from the valley were just that's where they would start going to like the Smell. They would go to Pear Space and all that because of their only options were the Cobalt, where like there wasn't a scene that was hospitable to indie, and like the Guitar Merchant, where their only point of contact for that was Delane.
Yeah.
Right. So but Cobalt was. I ended up like through the years like finally meeting like the owner Dave. And
Yeah.
like I did end up like having like really good and fun experiences at the Cobalt. Like he towards the end, he definitely like kept asking me like, "Hey, can you like keep booking? Like, come on, I got an open calendar.
yeah.
Let's book some stuff." So
Yeah.
and he ended up like giving me a different deal as well, because I was dealing with him directly instead of a promoter.
Yeah.
Because I was the promoter. And that's when I realized, like, holy shit, promoters are really, like, setting their own rules, and then
Yeah.
everybody just thinks that that's what the deal with the venue is.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
yeah. Like,
It's so
let me tell
crazy how you
yeah,
have
it's
that
true.
experience, like that
Yeah.
side of it, like
Yeah.
the promote. Because like for me, I've always been on the side of like, oh yeah, we're gonna go play this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we would never really think of it from the other side of like people
Yeah.
setting up the shows or anything. We just go there and then get kicked out after.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like, so yeah, it's pretty crazy because I mean, to this day, like I have a hard time like reaching out to people and being like, hey, like, can we play at your spot? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's setting it
Yeah,
up.
I don't
Is-
even know like the last time that we did that. We usually, I mean,
It's been
we
a
kind of,
while.
yeah,
we
we,
used to be really good at it.
yeah, I guess, yeah, things have
kind of like
changed.
like a muscle that you kind of have to
yeah,
keep
for
flexing.
sure,
is
for
like-
Yeah.
sure. Because you're
the
like talking
email,
about it
yeah.
so casually. I'm like, dude, like friends with the person who owns the venue.
Yeah.
Like, I could never.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
not
weird.
because whatever. Just I don't know. I
Hmm.
guess like from the perspective of me, it's like I never really like I just don't have the people skills. I guess
Mhm.
I don't
in
know.
that situation.
It's also just connections. Like I don't even know. It's like not even friendship. It's just like you go in there and like you do your best. Because I mean, I learned a lot about promoting. Like we would throw shows at WOM all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And I learned a lot from you in that respect, and would ask for advice a lot. And it's just like you go in there and you throw a great show, and you do a good job, and you keep everything on the up and up. And it's like you just have a good rapport with
Yeah.
like the
Yeah,
people
with
that
the
you're
people,
working with,
yeah.
and just saying
Yeah.
like you're gonna. It's like you're more than likely to be asked back, or when you ask to throw another show, it's like yeah,
Like, they're
let's
cool
fucking-
with
let's
you,
figure it
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Spit some,
That I don't
spit
even
some
know.
fucking
Drop it.
truth.
That's also how it works at the whiskey.
Ah.
You can't there is a way to not have to do like that whole pre-sale thing. It's just
Here's my thing with the whiskey. It's done. It's done.
The whiskey.
yeah, it's done for sure. But I'm
I
I'm just trying to
kinda,
make like
it's like kind of cringe, right?
yeah. It's I mean
I mean, it's a cool spot. Like,
I'm like the whiskey.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you're
saying
fucking
my
nursing that
only my only point is that like these rules apply everywhere. It's just
Right,
a
right,
question of like I
Who you
like,
talk to.
Yeah, who you talk to. Like I've talked to like I know the girl who like books at the whiskey right now.
Yeah.
And she like hit me up being like, hey, like let's set up a night, and I'm like, I don't really do that pre-sale stuff. And she's like, no. You'll be the headliner, and
This is
we'll
because
do
you have like Suave and people like do this with you.
Yeah.
This
I
is
mean,
not
yeah.
everybody's
it's
experience.
for sure a thing. Like it's
No,
for sure
no,
a
no.
thing because not everybody has what you have.
no.
I don't know what it is, but you got
But
it.
You
got
got it. You got it.
I don't know. I think she. Well, I think she was just trying to fill her calendar. But it was interesting. What I learned was like, okay, so she like was like, no, like, we'll do 50-50. And I'm like, oh, so does that like, so I can book my own bill and like 50-50 for like the rest of the bands? She was like, no. And this is what
Oh, she said some fuck shit.
she was like, 50-50 for you. All the other bands that are on the bill that we book need to do pre-sale. And I'm just like,
What?
why?
Because she wants you to throw a show there.
Yeah.
But then it's like, then you're Delaney.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Like,
end up
there-
having to.
Because I in the ambivalent, we paid whiskey twice, and it was the pre-sale thing, and it was like I got baited because I was excited because it was like the whiskey a go go.
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's how they get. That's how they
that's
would
how they
get
get
it.
you.
And then
Yeah.
you just fucking people would like don't believe
Yeah.
it. That's a
It's
fucking
like-
scam.
Yeah,
So
and now after go ahead.
Sorry, like so the headline. So what I learned is like the headliner gets a really good deal, and the whiskey, you know, it's not even that they pass the buck to like the openers. It's like they just want to like maximize, and like so this girl, I've known her since like the Cobalt days. So she was just like, yeah, I know, like it kind of sucks, like kind of cringe that we have to do this, but that's
Yeah,
what
but
my
they
boss
don't.
wants.
They
Yeah,
don't.
it's like you like.
And that's the
Yeah.
that's the shit that like that's why the whiskey's not like
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
that venue anymore.
we're
It could be
around,
fucking
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
could be cool. Sorry. But
Comes
I fucking
full
love that
circle.
song, by the way. Yeah, I was I like early on in the pandemic when I was still working with LA's Best, I would be like driving to work at like 5 a.m, just like we could be cool. On the
It's
118,
a really
just tired as
whip ready
fuck.
song. Yeah.
You said what?
It's a really whip ready song. I
It
feel
really
like,
is.
like,
I'm probably gonna listen to it on the way home.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's.
it
I think
streams
that's
it.
Is
like.
this? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think that's like what I had in mind when I wrote it a little bit. Like, I mean, your friend even like made like a
Oh my god.
like a video
oh,
to our song
Yeah, wait.
of her in her whip singing along.
Wait,
and, like,
which
also-
friend?
Oh my gosh, it's she like makes the masks. She's dating Rudy.
Oh, Zumi.
Zumi, yeah.
Zumi, yeah,
Great
yeah,
name.
yeah.
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 What's the
The homegirl.
is this the song or what's the video for the one where you're like standing outside your house and like the spotlight's on you and you're like
Oh, that one
dancing
is
like that?
That
I
one is
fucking
Want.
love that.
I'm so mad that I did not film that in the TikTok era because I feel like that would have
I feel like
slapped.
if you put that
You
on
just
TikTok,
put it
yeah,
on
you just gotta
TikTok.
put it
Yeah,
on.
just do
but
it.
it's like
filmed already, it's already-
horizontal.
Oh
But
Ah.
my
nobody knows
God.
that, bro. No, this is the
You
the
just gotta
magic of
zoom
the
in on it
business.
and like the pixelation is gonna look shitty quality and people are like, oh, it's fucking the pepper filter.
I mean, I would love to like reshoot that. Like my dad still has like all those lights,
Yeah.
like those like
that was DIY, huh?
yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
I
That's,
like-
see,
I
that's
love
a
that.
great. I feel like sometimes with the music video, because we've been talking about like
Mhm.
music videos for the new record and stuff, and like you just can't. You can't.
think too hard about.
Yeah,
it. Kinda
sometimes when like
that.
an idea is just super simple like that, it's just
You
like
just gotta
so
run
good.
with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
And I was like really excited about the solo project because like it would get those like I would make the single and be like, ooh, like what am I gonna do to like promote it? And I would like think of these fun ideas and I would like have fun doing them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And I've just had like a hard time lately, like getting into that headspace again.
me too.
It bums me out because like
So you want it to feel like work. Like I have to do this. I have to
Yeah.
promote this thing. It's like I should want to.
yeah,
It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of work for one person, but that's also kind of the deal.
But also, haven't finished any songs. So, like, I feel like once I finish them, I'll probably be like, ooh,
Yeah,
let's
it's,
rock
Yeah,
it.
true,
Let's
true.
go.
it is like a dissemination of your energy. Like
Yeah.
you can that's a lot to focus on at once. It's probably
Yeah.
better to just like finish the song.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Because once you finish the songs, and then like, yeah, the rest is just fun and games.
Yeah, you got.
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like after
Yeah.
like the stress of recording and being there for hours and mixing and mastering, like, oh my god, even me thinking about it, like it's a nightmare, you know.
Yeah.
But like, obviously not really. We enjoy doing this, right? But like
Right.
the process is just so
It's a
grueling.
fucking nightmare.
It's a
I
lot
got
of
a
work,
gun to
and
my
it gets,
head.
honestly, it gets emotional because then you start thinking halfway through, like this ain't gonna hit. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah, yeah,
shit
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
and it's like, oh my god, it's so bad. But once that's done, and like you can get to the visual aspect or like the.
There is
It's like,
no-
yeah, it's so much fun.
yeah.
Like that part is like almost, I'm not gonna say it's more fun, but
Right.
like it's more freedom, I guess, to
Yeah.
kind of just be creative, you know?
Yeah, I wish that I would love to do more.
I think Wyatt's roommate is like, does he run down the hallway?
They're dancers up there,
Oh,
Up here?
legitimately, yeah.
So
They're
around.
fucking
Crazy.
doing like
like routines.
'Cause I hear, like,
probably.
Wow.
What, like at
Yeah.
11:30 at night?
The parties
don't they
never
know
stop.
we're casting right now? Sorry, I just
no,
keep
it's
hearing
all
like
good.
shh,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm happy to know.
I actually am like, damn, I wish I'd. There's some visuals that I wish like I didn't rush, but like sometimes I feel like when I'm on that, like, oh, like I need to like drop a single like immediately, like it's been 2-3 months, like I need to drop the single now, like then I'm compromising like the visual aspect of it. Like, you know, I wanted to do for the week, it'd be cool, like for like a visualizer. There was like this like foo influencer named Mr. Freak. Yeah, his name was Mr. Freakshow.
Mr. Freakshow.
And he just like pulls up to places
and starts dancing.
I
think I know which guy you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think I know.
Yeah,
Mr. Freakshow. I think I've heard that.
Well, because I remember I told you I like ended up getting featured on Food's Gone Wild, right?
Yeah. Which is
At Balboa Park.
Yeah, Balboa Park. Yeah.
What was that again?
So like me and the homies were just like chilling.
Yeah.
You and the homies?
Yeah.
You just being a fool?
Yeah.
Fool being a fool.
So it was just like straight
homies.
posted
Yeah,
in like Balboa Park.
Casting a line out and shit.
Yeah, I should have known about these fools that stole a 36 rack.
Yeah.
Weren't supposed to be at.
Damn.
No, but yeah, we were just chilling, and then like we look, and then we hear like when I'm talking fools, I'm talking about fucking Bobby.
You know.
Oh my god!
Me and the fools.
Like
With the top hat.
This fool's got a top hat on. He looks like Willy Wonka.
We heard like this like 80s music in the distance.
Yeah.
And then we see this foo in the wild, right? And you know, he's doing his thing. His Heina is like with the iPhone, like, you know, like making sure she gets the moves. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, so I pull my phone out, like I filmed them, and a friend of mine at the time, she is not white, but she has white people voice. And so do I.
I thought you were gonna say wasn't white, but is now.
I mean,
for some reason I was like, what surgery did she
transracial? Yeah.
What fucking alchemy did she?
So and she was from Ohio. So there are no foos in Ohio.
Right.
There are lovers in
There's
Ohio.
fellas in Ohio.
But yeah.
Howdy.
So like I had told her about, you know, like cholos and the whole Chicano culture as best as I could.
Yeah.
Being a fellow from Chatsworth.
Yeah.
You know? And then so she saw him, she's like,
I hear tell of
as
cholos.
as I was filming, she was like, "Oh my god, is that what they call it? A cholo?"
No.
And you can hear this on the camera.
Yeah.
God.
So like, I'm
Wait,
like, yeah, and
she
she's
said, is that what they
yeah,
call
I was
a
like,
cholo?
That's like a hot. That's a foo, huh? Well,
she's not wrong.
yeah. Well, she's not wrong, but it's like, you know, like, so I'm filming
She's
this,
not wrong.
and I put it up on like Instagram, and I tag Food's Gone Wild, and the Food's Gone Wild hits me up, and they're like, "Hey, can you send this to us?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Let's
sure."
go.
So they posted on Food's Gone Wild,
No.
and the comments are just roasting me and this person, like, because they don't see us, but they're thinking like, "Yo, what's freaking?"
I think you guys are like white guys,
yeah,
like
like
white people.
Yeah, like what's Brad and Ashley doing, like commenting on this upstanding citizen just doing his thing, like treating it like National Geographic.
Oh my god. Dude,
little did they know, bro. Little
man.
did they
Holy
know.
shit.
Yeah. And
Oh
I was
my
like,
God,
damn,
dude.
like,
Is it still up there?
no, it's
No,
not.
yeah,
'Cause
they had.
They
Yeah.
took it
yeah,
down.
they took it. Well, because they just rotate
Like revolve
videos. So
content.
they
Don't just
release
have like
it.
all their fucking
No.
archives up.
No, they
mid.
don't. So, which is fine by me. Because I couldn't.
I still can't believe that
Yeah.
happened, dude.
Yeah.
That's so.
That's sick.
Yeah,
bro. Brad. I'm gonna start calling you Brad. in public. This is my associate, Brad.
Actually,
But
oh my
the
God.
guy, the Mr. Freak Show got tagged, and we ended up following each other. And he put me onto some music.
Oh wait, that was Mr. Freak Show.
No. He, the guy in the video was Mr. Freak Show. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
With
guy
this
was.
girl recording him.
Yes, that was Mr. Freak Show.
Oh,
So like
sick.
the only reason why I found out it was him is because Food's Gone Wild have run into him before. So when they posted the video, they were like, Foo's in the Wild, and they tagged Mr. Freakshow. And
So sick, bro.
and then I was like, oh, that's him. So I follow him. He follows me back. You know, I see his content. I'm like, damn.
It's
like,
not who's. You guys remember Dogface?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking of. That's not him though. It's a different
No,
guy.
it's
He's
not.
the guy with the fucking.
Dogface is
Yeah,
not
he's
even
got this-
Hispanic.
The long.
Yeah, I think
What?
he's Native.
He's Native American.
He's Native. Yeah.
Remember when everyone was donating money?
Yeah.
I looked in my fucking Cash App and like
Yeah.
saw that I donated like $5 to Dogface.
Nice.
Like,
well,
fucking-
he deserved it. I
Yeah.
think. You know?
Oh, yeah.
He's
But-
nothing but good vibes.
You know
put
what's
such
crazy,
a
though?
smile on my face.
True.
Yeah.
But he's not Hispanic, but the Foo community has definitely embraced him
Yeah.
because he's done collabs with Foo's Gone Wild.
Yeah.
You know, they show him posted up with like, you know, do sock check and all that. You know,
Oh, yeah.
so,
Well, he's
Yeah.
still a foo.
yeah.
He's a foo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
he's
I feel like
Foo at
a
heart.
fool is not about the
A
color
fool
of
is
your
not about-
skin,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah,
fucking
lack of
Modelo in your
content,
belly.
yeah, yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
I was gonna say, who's the guy with the nunchucks? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
He's crazy.
He's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Have you guys seen him?
No.
No.
Okay, he's a foo. But with nunchucks, and he's like doing flips and like
Yeah.
with his nunchucks.
He's a martial arts guy?
Yeah,
Kind- yeah,
parkour
basically,
But he's like
he-
got the shits. Like
Yeah,
he's really
yeah.
got it.
Yeah,
You know
oh
what
yeah,
I
no,
can't
for
tell
sure.
is
Like he's
it
pro.
Is like serious or not? It's like that security guard who does like the disarming videos.
Mhm.
You know that
Oh,
guy?
yeah,
that has to
yeah.
be fake.
He's
that
like
has to be
security
fake.
at like or like what is it, like Astro World, and it's that guy.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Holy
That's
shit.
awesome.
I don't know if that like I don't know whether to take that guy if he's like actually the real deal or if he's complete bullshit.
I would hire him
I think he's.
for a show for security.
yeah, for security.
That'd be fucking
That'd be
I
hilarious.
think
Right.
he's. Well, you know. Do you know Moist Critical?
Yeah, yeah.
He did a video with
Penguins.
that guy.
Oh really?
They put him to the test and tried to
Shoot him.
yeah, basically
they try to shoot him at point blank.
like and there were some moves where they actually were stumped. They were like, wow, this guy got me.
So maybe he's a real
Oh
deal.
really?
Yeah, it could be the
So
real
it's
deal.
not. So it's real.
Yeah.
But you
So
said
it's-
some moves.
Some moves.
Some got through.
Yeah, and then he had to be like, well, okay, listen, like if you're ever in this position, actually, like the best thing to do is not engage. Like let's like be
Yeah.
real. Like
Yeah.
Well, then that's
I
good.
know this. Like I know, like I'm not trying to tell anybody that they absolutely need these moves to survive.
Listen, you can kick a gun out of somebody's hand. I've seen it done.
But if you can avoid it, you should. But back to Mr. Freakshow, I really wanted to, since we had that connection, I really wanted to be like, hey man, like how much for you to do your
Say
dance?
that I'm
to-
not white.
I know, right?
No, just
to
like how
reply
much
to every comment. Trolling.
I'll pay you hourly.
Yeah.
No, just you know to like do a dance to We Could Be Cool because I
Yeah.
feel like the vibe kind of fit. You know. Like
Damn,
you're
well, you
saying.
should still hit him up.
Yeah, why not?
Well, 'cause
Was it a
come
moment?
To find out he unfollowed me.
No.
And it hurt.
That
It
does
hurt.
hurt.
You
That
know, I
fucking
think
that shit does hurt. I
Yeah.
saw some. I was going through and like going through like an unfollowing like
Mhm.
non-mutuals
Yeah, yeah.
recently, and
Yeah, that'll get you.
saw some shit that hurt, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Mhm.
Dude, I hate that. Just
Barack
download
Obama.
the app. There's an app for that.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, okay,
I
but
just
I didn't
feel
even look. Just unfollow like all the people who don't follow you back.
I downloaded a secure one where like it takes you out of the app to go into your Instagram to the
Uh-huh.
person's profile, so that it's like they can't access your shit.
Oh.
Shit hurted, bro. Shit hurted.
But
Feelings
you know,
hurt.
Why?
I would
Exactly.
still
I'm
like
sensitive.
to do. I'm sorry. I'm like so one track. I was gonna.
No,
Can I-
please
Can I
go.
go back to my song, please?
And that's all the time we have.
I don't know. I just want to like. It'd be so cool to like do like a skate challenge for that song. Like tell people like skate to this song.
Just
or-
fucking
like
do
a
it.
skate
People
challenge,
will
yeah.
do it.
People will do it.
If
for
you build
sure.
it, they will come.
Yeah.
I'm just so scared.
I feel like you
I'm
have
scared
enough
of
of a
TikTok,
like
you know?
I do be
a
scared
fan
as
base
well.
of people who are down to do that stuff too. Like
Yeah.
you have like a fun fan base. I think.
I'll skate into
Judging
the
by
pool,
your shows and stuff.
True.
and I can't skate, but I'll do it.
I can
Thank
do an
you.
ollie standing still
Sheesh.
if you can. If
I
that
can't
makes the
do any
video.
tricks, but I could push.
Yeah. Hey.
There we go.
I mean, this is my
Between Val
call
and myself,
for
we're a fucking skate team.
people
Yeah.
listening to this
Yeah.
podcast. Listen to "We Could Be Cool" by Alex Andre and Yungatita, and post a video of you skating to it.
Is this the official call out?
This is the
Damn,
call. Please
this
do
is
it.
it.
Wow.
Because I wanted to do so much more for this song because I think
It's a great
it's,
song.
you know
It's a fun song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
repost
fun.
it. It's Probably tonight.
TikTok, do your thing.
TikTok.
Skaters on TikTok, let's go.
Yeah.
Wake up, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Or we're gonna come to your house and Kyle you.
Dude, that's so scary.
We have a show to promote.
Yeah, we do. Hey, do you wanna sing that song?
Oh, at the show?
the show, yeah.
Wait, when is it on Monday?
It's Monday,
Yes. Skip work.
I don't.
Cancel your arrangements.
We made plans to like meet up that day, and then
And
he
then
was
I
like,
was like,
"Oh
oh,
wait,
wait,
we
just
have
I got a
a
whole ass
show."
fucking show that I'm like fucking promoting.
Yeah, I mean, wait, it's
El
at.
Cid.
Oh yeah, I'll say
Yeah,
okay.
we're
Yeah,
doing a show at El Cid.
El Cid,
Uh,
June 13th, baby.
13th.
I'm
with,
down. Fucking.
Let's go.
I'm fucking down.
Let's go.
I'm fucking down.
love that song.
Let's
Guitar solo.
The lineup's sick for that show. It's
Yeah.
the,
Super
it's the one
sick.
with the
Young Men
with
just
the
added
carpet, right? With
our
the
previous
carpet
podcast.
Yeah,
flyers.
yeah.
Who
Yeah.
made that flyer? It's
I
sick.
did.
Dude, it looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Thank you.
Freaking
Wow.
good call.
Yeah, that's a good
Thank
It's
you.
fucking sick. It's like that Chuck E. Cheese floor, or not
Yes,
Chuck E. Cheese, but like the arcade or something.
Yeah. It's actually the material that they use for buses.
Oh, it's
Bus
for the
seats.
bus
Yeah.
seats. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
I know I see this from somewhere.
But it's all,
yeah,
it's all very
Within
similar.
the
I
same
was trying
family.
to evoke.
No,
that-
it definitely
that whole thing,
evoked
yeah.
nostalgia
I-
for me.
I'm just now realizing that that's what that is.
Yeah, it's on the gold line, I think.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. It looks like confetti. What is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Like, what are they trying to do?
I don't know.
They were
They're just
on
trying to
fucking
have
drugs.
fun.
Yeah.
They're trying
Yeah.
to have fun. They're like, okay, we have to, we have to like funify,
Yeah.
yassify the
We
public
gotta take
transit.
the bus to a new level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are tired of leather.
This show is June 13th.
June 13th.
Monday, June 13th,
Yep.
2022.
Yep.
Live at El Cid. We have Introverted Funk,
Mm-hmm.
Swells. I hear they're fucking terrible. Alex Andre and our previous guest, Young Men.
Young man.
You guys should get your tickets before, because I think it's $12 before. We have a link that we've posted. We'll probably post the link in our bio as well. But at the door, it's $15. So you guys should buy your tickets ahead of time.
Get the tickies.
The show's pretty.
tickies.
Get your
Tickets at the point of purchase.
It's a pretty fucking stacked lineup.
Yeah.
That's
I
it
think
is
so.
a good
Pretty
show.
happy
That's
with
gonna
it.
be a good show.
Yeah.
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 And
Cool.
El Cid's a cool venue.
If you
If you
never
haven't been to El Cid-
I've never been.
It's really cool.
It's
Well,
really
yeah.
cool.
How about I see you there
Wait.
Monday?
Yeah, see you there.
You weren't there for the Mexican Slum Rats show?
No, but these two, warm,
Me and
warm.
and Warm went. Yeah.
Mr. Bedrooms.
Yeah,
It's
Mr.
cool
Redden.
because it's like the stage is it's a small stage, but it's like I don't know, it still feels nice.
Yeah.
And then like even though it could hold kind of a lot of people, but it's still kind of small and intimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool.
That's a perfect stage for us. As long as I can
Yeah.
fucking headbutt Wyatt or Neil.
yeah,
Yeah.
You'll
yeah.
still be able to.
I mean,
Yeah.
nothing beats a good sound system, which is what they have.
Yeah, they
Ugh.
have a
Yeah.
really good sound.
I fucking
system.
hate a bad
There
sound
will
system.
be a sound check,
Oh, yeah?
which is a delicious treat for
Yes.
yeah,
You'll love to hear it.
yeah,
I'm going to try to get there as soon as I possibly can because I'm
Yeah.
going to be working
yeah.
until
Same.
7:45. So
Gonna
Yikes.
go straight from
it'd be like
Thousand
that, bro.
Oaks
They
to
really do
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
no.
Do you guys want to plug your socials? Where can the people follow you and hear about your
I
music?
know.
No.
Stop
You don't have a
perceiving me.
choice.
Yes.
I wish to not be perceived. No,
Yeah.
just kidding.
For me, it's it is I am not Alex Andre on Instagram.
I am not.
Yeah.
Wait,
But you
I am.
are.
Who have
Yeah,
you
I
been
know, you
podcasting
liar.
with these past?
Yeah, who are you then?
You liar.
Where's the real Alexandre?
And it's Alex Andre everywhere else, like on
Spotify,
Spotify, and all
iTunes.
that. Yeah, just
Hell yeah.
Alex Andre.
Well, you got like the link to your socials and your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Got like a
You have a little link tree.
little link tree,
Little
link
tree,
Linky tree.
Yeah.
tr.ee or whatever.
And I guess if you want to see shows that I'm throwing in general, it's Redacted Collective on Instagram. Just Redacted Collective. I guess I'll be using that name still
Hell yeah.
for those shows.
That's good to hear. I'm glad the
That's
Redacted is
fucking
kind of
dope.
back.
Yeah, me
Yes,
too.
yes.
Me too.
We're trying to workshopping like a rebrand of some kind.
Yeah.
And really trying to just refocus and see what our priorities are. So and also make it so that it is a we in an hour and not just me.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
you know, but some of the people that used to be involved are like, you know, kind of hit me up and were like, bro, I got some ideas.
That's great.
Yeah. So yeah, it
I'm
should be
very
yeah.
excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
New
I'm
chapter.
excited. I want to start throwing shows again. I want to
Yeah.
start throwing festivals again.
Yeah.
I want to fucking link up with you. I want to
Yeah.
link up with you. I want to
Yeah.
fucking
Let's
start
go.
throwing some
Let's
fucking
fucking
shows.
go.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking
Yeah.
go. Down?
Tell them
Yeah.
tell them about yourself.
Yeah, where the fuck can they find
Okay,
you?
yeah. You could find me under Yungatita for like literally everything, including Tumblr, but don't go there. It's a dark place there.
But especially TikTok.
Yeah, especially. I don't really post on TikTok. But okay, YUNGATITA, that's where you can find me. And then can I plug the homies?
Of course.
Please.
All right, so if you guys like good music, there's the Goddamn Regret, which is my drummer's band. Fucking
Yes.
sick band. Katsuoso, obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
Sick band. They're on tour right now. They'll be back in a week or something. And then who else do we got? Unholy Smokes, also the homie, writes great songs. And then Pink Fruit that I mentioned earlier.
That's right. Lil
These are
Pink
all
Fruit.
homies that we all work together and shit. So
You
yeah.
gotta plug
All
the
those
art
people
though.
Out.
Wait, what?
You gotta plug the art. You can't forget
I could
the art.
plug the art. It's on my link
Yeah,
tree.
plug the art.
It's on
Plug
my
the art.
yeah.
Plug the art.
Well, I
plug the
have
art.
my art page.
You're a really talented artist.
What's
Oh,
the art
thank
page? I want to
you.
follow that.
painting-
It's called Tweaker Synapse.
It's paint. Yeah, that's
go.
great.
Yeah, Tweaker
It's mostly like
Synapse.
paints and stuff, right?
Yeah, I paint and I mostly illustrate because that's what I do for life. Is I draw.
That's awesome.
Really,
Yeah.
like I was honestly like pretty surprised. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
damn, it's really fucking sick.
Yeah, I design all my like artwork and stuff. All the merch, everything is mine.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I have one of your patches.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I designed that. I didn't
Yeah.
make the patch though. My friend Adeline did that. Addie Embroidery. Plug that too.
All right, that's enough.
I know, I'm plugging way too many friends. Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
Wyatt.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Sorry about all the cutouts and the technical difficulties.
Well, they didn't
but
hear too much of the.
Yeah,
Hopefully, it
half
will
end
be
was
pretty
good.
unnoticeable.
Yeah.
Wyatt,
But-
can I ask you something?
Ask me what?
Can I borrow your amp?
Sure.
Got him.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.